Please do it.
Like a bad boy.
I think it's so hot. Do it.
Speaking of hot,
Speaking of
we're
hot.
here. It's the Wine Army Spotlight. Talk about motorcycles and hotness here on this show. Hi, I'm James Lott Jr. How are you? What are you guys doing? What are you doing this morning? You're here with us, hopefully. Join us, and I'm here with Miss Tami Goveia. Like a bad boy.
I think it's so hot. Do it.
It's so hot. It's hot. Speaking of hot. Oh, it's me.
Speaking of hot.
Speaking of hot. It's the Wine Army Go away. Spotlight. Go away. There you go. Hi. So, hi, Tami. How are you?
Behind the scenes talk.
The behind the scenes talk. Yeah, I think they only caught the last bit of saying it was hot. So we're here to talk about the why in Y&R.
Why in Genoa City is what we're here to talk about.
I know, yes.
There's so many whys.
There's so many. Oh my God, they're all. And this week we got some answers. We actually got a couple of, not a lot, but we got a couple of answers. We need some more.
Yeah.
Here, talk about that here. Then you know that Miss Amanda is having a little ailment. That's why she's not here today. She sends her love to all. She might be in the chat. She may come in the chat. So we'll welcome her there. Miss Candace Mack will join us for our bold and the beautiful and that craziness going on there. So be ready for that after this. And of course, Frank Moran and I.
And all of his emails.
And all of the emails. Continue our 10 season anniversary year. And that's gonna be at 1 o'clock today. We got lots about that too. Ooh, Carly almost slapped the crap out of Willow. We're gonna talk about that. Jason stopped her. Jason stopped her. She cocked that hand back and she was gonna get Willow. And Jason silently got in and grabbed her. I was like, dang it, I want him to because I hate Will so much. But anyway, so that's at 1 o'clock. Then of course I believe Tony Moore, my chocolate twin, returns. He's back in LA to Dish Days today, I think. And so they're on at 3 o'clock. And you can see, go ahead and check them out over there on Dish Days. Tell them James and Tami sent you. As they're celebrating their 10 years, of course, this year, all their 10-year episodes doing that. And I just want to personally thank all the people listening to our audio dramas. I got a great person today, Tami. I don't know who this person is, but wrote this wonderful review on Facebook, and I'm posting it everywhere now, where he said he really enjoys our programming. And I already mentioned Peppermint Winters first, which is the Tami stars in. He loves it. I'm going to bring it back and tell you I'm writing and bring it back, but he loves it. And he mentioned all of our Miss Tyrone, all of our other shows. And he was just like, I really enjoy them. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking at my numbers, and the numbers are not lying. All the audio dramas right now are just flying off the shelves. So if you haven't listened to an audio drama, they're basically just like an audio book, but people actually acting out scenes, right, Tami? We have a good time. We get it, so you have a good time, right?
You know, it's hello, people. Back in the day, we had radio dramas. You know, this ain't nothing new. Everything old is new again. And yeah, there's stories in audio form. It's like listening to the radio back in the day.
It is. And if you don't have time to watch something, at least with us, we'll describe it to you. There are special sounds on there. And you can take us with you while you're commuting to work or home from work or at the gym or walking the dog.
So Rebecca in the chat says, where can I see the audios? When you can listen. You can listen to the audios. And what, James? It's on Apple, Spotify, iHeart. I know. Where can I see them?
Yes, they are. So actually, if you want to see, there's two things. So I've been posting on all the JLJ Media pages. There's the list of the audio dramas. There's 25 out right now, more to come. Or you can go to any streaming service. As you said, Apple, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Type in JLJ Media and it'll all start coming up. And so I'm gonna continue posting the list. So make sure you're following JLJ Media on any of the social medias. I'm on all of them. Make sure you follow us, and you'll see. I'm also always posting which ones are hot, which ones are listening. We have some good ones. I have some good ones coming up that we just recorded. There's some good stuff coming up. So yes, but it's a new way. We're not the only ones. I'm on a show called Tomorrow's a New Day. It's brought to you by Aaron Wallace. I play a real evil lawyer. It's great, named Richard. That's a good one. There's also Forever Today, which I brought to the world, which is ending. And there's a new one called Montecito, which
Yes.
stars Crystal Chappelle and a whole bunch of other people. Plus, there's audio dramas are the way, folks. Audio dramas are the way. They're a nice thing. Just get a glass of prosecco, or if you don't drink, glass of tea, get some cup of tea. Just sit back in your chair and listen. There's some good stuff, right?
And that's how we do the shows, with a glass of Prosecco and a cup of tea in our hands. That's why
Yeah,
the shows, the audio dramas are so good.
yeah, we have a good time sometimes. We have a good time with these things. We have fun. So if you haven't heard them, check them out. But you'll just go to my channel, you'll know more about that. So now I just want to give a shout out to that. Also, Voices of Daytime is back with Tami Goveia. Both interviews now are out. Jeff Kober. Briefly, how's like interviewing Jeff Kober?
Oh, the interview with Jeff Kober was phenomenal. And, when we ended it and realized that it was an hour and 20 minutes, we both were, okay, wow. So, but he's fantastic. He's so multifaceted. He's so just grounded and funny as all get out. He's so funny. So yeah, a fantastic time.
Yeah, so check those out. Audio and video. They're everywhere. Audio and video. Yes, Tammy, love interview well, not with James, with Jeff. I know what you mean. We have an interview. She wants to interview me one day too. So
yes, that's also going to happen.
Also, so there's anything yet wine are related I need to tell you guys. Oh boy, you might find what's about this on General Hospital. Daniel Goddard.
Right. When I saw that video, was it on X, I think? And he had that, it's been 1,976 days.
Shady Sunday.
YNR to GH, and then he walked outside and GH General Hospital was behind him. I was like, yeah, oh my God.
Yep. So, yep.
Cannot wait. It better be a good long-term role.
He got a job. So other than that, and then my daytime today, I put it out yesterday. I talk about all the different men who are coming back to all these shows. Billy Flynn coming to this show, Jack Wagner going to Bold and Beautiful. It's about that next show. I know we got this. There's so much going on. Daniel Cosgrove being on General Hospital has been wonderful. Like there's a lot. The men, Tammy, the men's.
On every show except, well, thank gosh for Jack going to Bold.
Oh yeah.
Because we need some men's on that show like there's no tomorrow.
Yes.
Lordy.
Oh, hi, Tammy Sue. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the best part of the week to me, and that was Thursday. A little bit of Wednesday into Thursday. The storyline, of course, of and Amanda was right. He's not Alan.
Yeah.
And how good they did that. I thought maybe he was a DID also.
Totally.
Not that either.
Totally.
It's Martin. And it wouldn't be Phyllis. When she said loser, I was laughing so hard. You should loser. Oh my God, I was laughing. She appealed to his ego. And when the girls, and so, okay, first of all, what's really weird, Tammy, and everybody out there, what's really weird is Sharon and Phyllis getting along. That is kind of weird. They're like, wow, they're kind of getting along, and like they got a shared experience. So his experiment did work. When you think about it, it did work.
But how brilliant that the girl said no, it didn't.
Right.
And he's all, come on, ladies, you think this reverse psychology is going to work? But like you said, James, for a narcissist, well, what was the term that Sharon used? It's something narcissist.
Yeah.
That's always their downfall, is the ego. So if you can just keep digging into that until the ego gets sparked, you got him. You got him.
First we thought that Phyllis had him. We won. You lied. That's fine. Then he stepped out like, he's like, reverse psychology. But when they got to start fighting with each other, and Chance was like, what the fuck? The whole time was just like,
it's like a tennis match. Chance was like,
he was totally. He was like, what? And you see that Christopher Cousins has great hair.
Oh, I said that to Ernie, like, oh my God, this man. And when he gets upset, it gets like falls in his face.
It gets falling. I like he was getting mad, and it was just so we have so that whole. And Christopher Cousins who plays him, obviously pound for pound, those three just worked it out. But before that, as I'll start from Wednesday into that, Beth Maitland is an Emmy winner. Eileen Davidson is an Emmy winner. Peter Bergman is an Emmy winner. I know, Tami. I said I'm a broken record every time.
You are, and I could hear your voice as I was watching the scenes. It was like I know exactly what James is gonna say.
I'm gonna say it anyway. Peter Bergman, Eileen Davidson. I mean, they seem like siblings, Tami. They seem like siblings.
When they all put their hands on.
Oh, don't.
It's like we're gonna get through this together, and oh my God, go on. I'm getting foot clamped here.
No, I know. Seriously, them trying to defend their sister to him, and him trying to. But I love her. What are you guys doing to me? Why are you looking at me like that? Why would you turn your because you were in love. You were in love with me. I didn't want you. I picked your little sister. You're like he tried like. When Ashley goes,
the giveaway.
What?
That was the giveaway.
That was. That's nice to I was like, wait a minute. Alan wouldn't say that. He wouldn't do that. And then she got his face. It's like, you are trash. And I hope you. And he just said, like, what are you talking? He's like so calm. Like, what are you talking about? Blah blah. But Tracy, she was like, I loved you. Like I was giving I think everybody in the chat is saying it. We got 35 people watching. Hi, you guys. Thank you for coming so early. But I think Tami, Amanda, me, everybody, I think I can speak for all of us when our hearts were breaking for Tracy.
Oh my gosh.
That sucks. She said, I knew Brad and I were not forever. Steve and I just didn't work out. Like, she thought this was the one. I know that feeling when you say you feel like, I finally found someone, it's like, sorry, little William, little Barbara Streisand. But it was like, but I could tell for Tracy, who never gets anything for herself, she thought she finally had something for herself. And I think Jack and Ashley were really happy for their sister. They love their sister.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, I wish you weren't here I wish you would deal with all this stuff. And Jack's like, I'm your big brother. Now I start sobbing when he said that. I started sobbing. Like, of course. It's like, of course. It was like, he's like, I'm going to be here for you, of course. But she was so strong. He's like, you're so strong. And she was trying to confront, like, come on. Like, tell the truth. Who are you? She kept saying, who are you? Like, you know who I am. And you get like, oh my God, I wanted to punch him in the face. I wanted to punch him in the face. But you're right. When he said to Ashley about the whole sister, he started using that. I'm like, wait, that's not Alan would do that.
No, that was like, that's it. But then he slipped back into the charade, But there was that moment of, okay, well, we know now.
Yes.
But Tracy, coming from that place of love, is just holding on to any kind of hope.
When she walked away and took off her ring, she did this thing where she was like, I need to get away for a second. And she walked away and she stopped. And she looked at it. She kind of closed, I took a breath, and she took it off. I was crying. I was sobbing.
Yeah, it's like taking a knife out of you.
Yes.
You've been stabbed, you're bleeding, but you got to do this. You got to
do it. I agree.
It's such a Hallmark moment too. There's so many moments in Hallmark like that where the husband's passed away, but they keep wearing the wedding ring, and they don't take it off until they're emotionally like they know they have to if they want to move on. And that was Tracy's immediate moment. I'm glad that she didn't wait. I was actually shocked.
Yeah.
I was absolutely shocked. And what killed me was when they were all, again, seated at the table. He was going down to the station with Chance, where Tracy says to them, I feel so stupid.
Oh, I know.
I feel I let myself get caught up in the romance. And Ashley and Jack, it's okay. That's okay to do that. Don't blame yourself. And I'm like, I know. I blame myself, and I shouldn't have trusted my heart.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I say every nomination is all around. I mean, there should be there's some work next year and there, and I think. And when she goes, Tracy goes, well, Ashley, how are you doing? And Jack goes, maybe you should go to a meeting. And she was like, you're right.
Yeah, it's like an AA sponsor, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is triggered a lot. This is
Yes.
real. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do my thing. I got my toolbox
Yeah.
so I can stay healthy. But we're here for you, Tracy. Like
Yeah.
I've had months to work on this, and which is why she was able to identify Martin
Yeah.
like immediately
She knew.
when he left the hotel room and
She
Ashley
knew.
turned to her and said, honey, I don't
I
want
know.
to say this,
I
but
know.
that's not Alan.
Yeah. I know. I know. I know. I know. No, I know. I know. I know. I know. Good work, folks. I'm not just saying, I'm very impressed by this storyline. I I liked Alan. I wish he would stayed around and be cute for Tracy, but I think that's life, right? That's kind of. I mean, we're all supposed to be upset. I mean, some people, a lot of people are pissed. You're supposed to be. That's kind of the point. And life doesn't always work out the way you want it to. It's kind of the point. Also, it's kind of like it made for again. I think the other side of it, everybody's reminded that Beth Maitland can act. We don't see her enough. We don't. And
Yeah.
I think, and that's whoever's choice is that. We've seen Ashley do her thing. We've seen Jack do his thing on a regular basis. But I'm glad that she was front and center, and that she got to confront him. There wasn't somebody else doing it for her, and it was her screaming at him like, "Come on, just tell the truth! Like, just who are tell?" She wanted to hear him say it. He wouldn't say it. But then he tag teamed the other ladies. At the end, when they all came together, and Phyllis is holding Tracy's hand, and they're all kind of like, "We're really so sorry. Like we're all victims. Like we're all victims of this."
Yeah.
They all kind of came together, and I was just like, "Wow, this storyline is better than I thought it was. It was way better than I thought it was."
So to clarify, Martin never loved Tracy, right? He was doing this to hurt Ashley.
I don't that I'm not. I feel like somebody the Laura B said in chat. There's still some stuff we don't know.
Or maybe because I thought maybe he really did love Tracy. But then he said to Ashley, I don't know. I don't know. And I don't, maybe we won't ever know.
Or maybe they will explain. Maybe he's not done exactly. We'll find out because,
Yeah.
like I said, we don't know what made Ashley split. We don't know how he targeted Ashley. I mean, we don't know. I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. So I think I'm not sure. I couldn't answer that question. It was left ambiguous. So I just think it was more
Okay.
about them getting him to admit he was Martin. That's been the
Okay.
whole thing. So obviously we learned that he thought he was a genius. Alan had all the book smarts and went to school, but he wanted to convince his brother, everybody in the world, that he could do it too without doing all that stuff. Apparently, that's
Here's
what we got.
another question. So when Sharon went to see him,
Mhm.
that was Martin, no?
I guess, yeah, I guess so, right? So
That
you have to go backwards. You have to go backwards. You go, okay, that was probably Martin. That was probably Martin. You have to go for the death, that whole falling over.
that's terrifying. If I were Sharon, to realize that I had been in the hands of this sociopath, that's
Well, she said it. She goes, "I was put under by him. If it was him."
yes. That's terrifying. Like, whoa, they're always saying, go to Arizona, Sharon. You need some time off. My butt would be on its way to Arizona
My bitches. I
for
got
a
run.
good month to just kind of
Oh my god.
compartmentalize that.
Send me that Sedona. Give me a room somewhere. I'm good.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I want to think, Tami, that he did love Tracy, but maybe it's wishful thinking.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because sometimes that whole twins thing, maybe he fell in trouble with Tracy too. Maybe part of him liked that normalcy and that sweetness.
Yeah.
I mean, every villain has that side, right? That's the whole side, right? So
So
I
I
don't know.
have a question. Why?
Just questions, folks. Got questions.
So they get engaged. They're going to plan a wedding, and then they're planning on going to Paris together. But then he takes off by himself.
Yes.
And that's when Tracy starts to wonder, like, something's amiss.
Yes.
when she confronts Martin, Alan, what have you been doing? What did you do in Paris? And
Right.
he's like, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Did he ever,
Nope.
we don't know, right? Ugh.
I know. It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera, Tami. Shit. Well, they'll give you everything all right away.
Snickle Fritz.
I, I agree, Tami. It must have been so creepy for Sarah to be hypnotized. I know she said it. That's creepy. So I mean, but it was the storyline was way better than I thought it was. It's way better than I thought it would be. The whole wrap up. It was really. So now I'm curious to see how because who said it? I think it was Victoria. We had Jordan and Ian and I mean Martin. Like this is like that family's been through so much.
No, Sharon said that to Nick. She's having a glass of wine. He's having his faux beer. This, it has to end, Nick. And she started to get emotional. Like finally, Sharon's showing some emotion to this. There's a crack in her ever perfect veneer. She's like, it has to end. This has to be the end of it. Of course, Ian Ward's still out there, so they'll save that one.
Right. We know. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
But
yeah. Okay. So another storyline that I thought was interesting because I was curious myself. They finally started addressing Chance and Summer. He asked, like, what the F's going on, bitch? And I was like, yeah, what is going on between them? Because they never fully broke up, I don't think. It was kind of like, does he like, he wants to talk about it. She don't want to talk about it. Because we know why. We all know why. She wants Kyle. I know. And then you got Claire. Claire, she's shady. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Victor's like, no, nope, nope. I don't want Kyle for nobody. For him, nope. Nope, nope. He don't care. Victoria's like, but he's so good to her, and he don't care. He's like, I know the Abbott's more than you do, and they're a mess.
hello, Audra, let's meet.
And that was like, but Audra's hilarious. Oh my god, it's just so hilarious. So my brother JR used to watch Restless years ago, and of course he knows Michelle because of me, and Eric and all that because of me. So he walks to my room when there's a scene. He goes, "That's Victor." He goes, "That's Eric." And then Zuleika walks in, who plays Audra. You're like, "Who that?" I was like, "Oh, I said, you don't watch the show," and he was like, "Oh my gosh, she's beautiful." I go, "Oh," I said, as I showed up, I said, "I've interviewed her. I know who she is. She knows who I am. She's very sweet." He was like, "Dang!" So she walked, and then she turned around. It was just all that badunkadunk in the back. They put in those little dresses. My straight brother was very impressed. So he was all in. I was
That's a
like,
great word. He's very impressed.
very impressed. He was all
Very
in.
impressed, Audie.
Yeah, he was all in. I said, she's hot. I said, she's very sweet too. She's very sweet. I said, if you want to see my interview with her, you can. And Tami interviewed her briefly for the 13,000. So, where she said she loved me. She said she knows
Yes,
me.
they all did.
But yes, I said, check it out. So I said, I said, no, she's hot. She's hot. So my straight brother likes Zuleika. If you watch the show, he's all into you now. But that was kind of funny. Hers, I mean, she and Victor, the way Eric Brain plays Victor, he just doesn't care. He's like, think what you want. She's like, well, why should I? After what you did to me last time, he's like, okay, well, you're here. He's like, you're here. And it's like, oh my God. When the part that made me, I loved, well, you're always 10 steps ahead of me. And then the drink comes.
So it's clarified. I'm now only 9 steps ahead of you.
That I was like, thank you very much. Whoever wrote that, whoever did that whole scene, I was like, yes, that is hilarious. And she was like, okay. And then
she's all
okay.
It's like drinking it.
She was drinking it. Oh my God. When homeboy walked, Nate walked over, it was almost done. She was like, that was it. I mean, but I give her points because she was cautious. Like, okay, what? She was like, my prospects. She was telling Sally, I don't got that many prospects right now, so let me see what it is. And for her, I don't know what you think, but I don't even think it's so much about Kyle. She wants to run a business. I think that's what she likes, running businesses. So I think she doesn't. Natasha, I'm with you. I think she's going to backfire too or something because
Well,
Sally said
totally.
it. But
What's
we can know
happening?
backfire. But I think that's Audra's purpose. She's not really. She can give shit about Kyle. I think she's over him at this point. But if she has to, like she said, put him in a compromising position. But it's all going to be Tammy's all going to backfire. You know
It
it is.
is. It is. She is self-sabotaging. That's what's happening right now with Audra. Her life, like, granted, she doesn't have a job, but at the end of the day, she things are going well. Audra needs some drama in her life. And she thinks she's in control. And the minute you think you're in control of something is when you're not in control. And I love the conversation with her and Sally.
Was
And
good. Was
Sally
good.
just laid it on the line. This is a horrible idea. That's disgusting. What about Nate? Well, I'm not, and talk about, you could just see her rationalizing, Audra rationalizing
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Yes.
not cheating on Nate because I'm never going to take anything that far with Kyle. I have no interest in doing that with Kyle. Like, rational after rationalization after rationalization for everything that Sally threw at her. She had oh, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And I love at the end of the day, Sally said, okay,
Yeah.
I'm here,
Yeah.
but please watch your back. She's going to need to watch her back, her side, her front, her up, her down. Like,
yeah, I know.
there's just no winning. She's
And
going
she
to
said
lose.
deal with the devil. She said deal with the devil. I goes, so why are you going to the devil? Like why would you even? You know he's Victor Newman.
And when she goes to the house, again, she think I want everything in writing.
Yep, that's what she said. Yes.
So, but that doesn't mean anything.
I know. I know.
On.
And everybody in chat agrees. They all agree. It's gonna be, but I mean, maybe it'll blow up in ways you don't realize. Maybe it will break up Kyle. But see, Claire. Oh, hi, 45 people watching. Thank you. Claire, and this my girl, Haley Aaron, is doing such a great job. I'm not. Who said it in chat? Who said that in chat? Kenneth Clark, I'm with you. I don't know if I trust her fully either. She has a shady streak in her. It was towards me, especially towards summer. Oh yeah, Harrison. I showed us all that before. I'm like, oh my god, and I just love some expressions like, oh, okay, it's like great, okay. I'm like, Claire's giving it back as good as she's
good. Summer's out of control.
I know, but I'm saying I don't trust Claire. I don't know if Claire is all that sane either. I'm a little like, this could be a fun thing of two crazies going at each other, or it could be really bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Tammy.
Well, Claire's no crazier than Victor. Victor's crazy. He is crazy. And
No,
she's her grandfather's granddaughter.
Victor. Eric Brain always tells me if they just do what Victor says, everything will be fine.
I can't argue that.
We had a laugh over that. It's like if they just do what I say, I mean, there'll be no problems. I go, Eric, this is like life, right? If our kids just do what we say, I mean, no problems. So I always laugh about that. But that's what Victor thinks. He don't think he's great. He just thinks he thinks he know best.
I did look up that when I hated that scene when Claire and Kyle were talking about moving in together. I was like, but the dress that she was wearing, I went online. I looked at the price point, like, okay, I can afford this. I looked up Audra's white.
Oh yeah,
That's like, okay, I can't afford that. There were a couple of outfits, like the baby blue blazer that Summer was wearing. Can't afford that. Okay. But I can't afford Claire's dress, so I'm gonna see if I can get it. It was gorgeous.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And I was watching another show, and I found there's this long wrap for guys. I bought it. It was like $39. I bought it.
See?
It was cute. I was like, "What's cute?" I put it on. It's good for in between weather. I saw this long, it's floor length, and I love it. Anyway, so I understand that. Victor will destroy anyone he can't control. That's true. Right?
I know.
That's the thing. Victor thinks he knows best. So when folks don't act the way he wants, he's going to try to control them into that way.
Well, I loved when Audra showed up at the house and Victoria answered the door.
Oh my God, this is Audra.
Like she knows something evil this way comes. She knows there's a deal being made with her devil father. She knows.
She does. It's like,
Take
oh, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. But it's
And
your
you know
fault.
what's interesting? Since Victoria, I mean, Victoria made it clear to Victor, you will not do something to hurt my daughter. If she wants to be with Kyle, I will protect that relationship. So when she sees Audra at the house, I wonder if she'll say anything to Claire
Right, right,
so that Claire at least can be not blindsided
right.
by all of a sudden Audra showing up.
Yeah, Victoria. But I've been loving Victoria and Victor. They're just really honest to each other. They just talk about stuff. But I agree with you. I think she'll put two and two together at some point. Be like, hmm. But I'm saying Claire. I don't think I don't have to worry about Claire too hard because I think she has Jordan in her. I mean, that's the thing. And Victoria said that when Jordan said, "I'll always be in you." That's what scares her. And you can't forget, you can't take what 20-something years of somebody brainwashing you. You're just done.
Yeah.
She's not even in therapy or anything. So it's like I said, you should put her in therapy. They didn't do that. Just like, oh, she's better now. She basically killed her aunt. Oh, come on, people.
Well, she had to.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying, but that's a toll
Yeah.
on some level. I mean, that's I mean, hello.
Well, she didn't though. She drank
Well,
Jordan
yeah, but
drank the tea on her own.
yeah, but it's all still but it's all still gray area central.
I know. Well, the three of them agreed on
Yeah,
it. So
yeah, yeah, exactly. And but Claire's the youngest and the most naive, so I'm like, Audra is the perfect 10. She can have any man she wants. Do I agree with that? I mean, yeah, I have no complaints there. I agree with you completely. But I like Audra and Nate. We'll go back to that for a second.
I
I
do
like them.
too.
I don't want anything to happen to them. But I mean, you have to have stuff. I mean, it's soap opera. I guess you have to have stuff happen because Nate's already being attacked on the other side of this whole Damien Aristotle. At least we didn't hear the name Aristotle all this week. Thank God. Woo, we got a break from that name this week. I only heard it a few times. We got a break from that name.
That's right.
So I just thought that it's I feel bad for Nate because he's trying to navigate this new brother, I guess stepmother, so to speak, or mother of my brother, who he cares about, and then he wants to be there for his cousin, wants to be there for them. Plus, he has his relationship he's trying to navigate. And I think Audra and Nate like each other more than they want to admit. Obviously, that's the whole point. So, and it hasn't been a tragedy yet to get them to come together fully. Usually it's a big tragedy, and oh my God, that hasn't happened. So this is gonna blow up. This whole thing is gonna blow up. And I think Nate's gonna be involved because Nate looking at Victor like, he wasn't having it either. He was not having it. He's not having it. He's not dumb.
Nope.
So I'm really curious how that goes.
Well, I'm glad, going back to Chance this summer really quick, I'm glad Chance finally said, no, you're gonna have to deal with this on your own.
She's like, I got to do this. I got to do that. No.
When she said, well, we just need more time.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need more time
to think about this. And that's when he said, no, I don't.
Yeah.
You need to figure this out on your own. He got a call and then she's scurried out of the restaurant.
It's funny. They showed her when she was like,
you little coward. You little coward.
I know.
And then when she and Phyllis were having a talk, and Phyllis is like, do you still have feelings for Kyle? Are you after him? And Summer's like this.
I know she was. Oh my God. His Chance is hot. You guys, come on. He's hot. Great hair.
That shirt he was wearing.
That white shirt, cream shirt, or whatever. Yes. All in.
Yum.
That's my buddy Connor Floyd. He knows that. I love. I talk to his mom all the time. Ironically, Gina. We talk all the time. So, and shout out to any folks out there. Well, this is a bold. It's more of a. Never mind. It's a bold. I have a bold announcer. There's something different. I'm always say for bold. But another actor. But anyway, I talk to his mom Gina all the time. Hi, Gina. She's great. But I was glad. I'm just like I said earlier. I'm just glad they finally addressed it. I was like, kind of sitting there, like, well, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know. Because you try to compare his situation and her situation.
No,
And he was like, no, because we're fine. Me and Dominic are fine. Me and Devon are fine. Blah, blah. He goes, well, I know he didn't cheat. And that's a little different. Like, no, he's like, we're fine. He was like, I'm an adult. You're not, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Basically. I dealt it already. I'm
I'm
good.
moving on, and
Right.
clearly you're not. So
And clearly, you're not. Was that everything this week? I feel like was that it? Was there anything? I think
I,
that was it, right? I mean, chat. Was there anything else, anything we're missing? Please tell. You guys will tell us. So I feel like that's all it really was this week. Was just those couple of storylines.
yeah,
I think there was nothing really with Adam and them this week. No, nothing with Chloe and them this week. No,
no, it was just the
it was Tracy this
allegation.
week. It was mostly Tracy this week.
Yeah, Victor and his little scheme,
Yeah.
and then yeah, Phyllis
Okay.
is clearly still having it. Now that Martin's exposed himself, she can start to heal, but Phyllis was really worrying me for a while, the trauma of it.
I remember Summer said she was worried about her too.
Yeah, I mean, when she found out that Sharon and Nick were flying away, she freaked out. She literally had a meltdown. Well, maybe you shouldn't go right now. It looks like Chance is going to be, solving this. Maybe you should stay, because she didn't want to be alone. She was freaking out, poor thing.
I agree. Although it's funny that part. She's like to Nick, "Call your daughter. Is she in trouble? Just she needs her dad." And I thought it was kind of cute. He's like, "Okay, I'm on it. I'm on it." I know he always calls her Supergirl, my Supergirl.
Yeah.
I also love the backstage video with Ashley, Chelsea, Abby, Victoria. Yeah, that's a cute video. That is out now. If you don't follow any of them on socials on IG, they did a little dance. They did a little dance video stuff. And also Michelle Stafford. Okay, there are two videos that are out right now that she put out there hilarious. One where she leaves CBS Television City to go to the store in her rollers while she's at work. She's like, nobody's even checking me out. Nobody cares. I said her text. I go, because girl, you're in television. Everybody's walking around all kinds of ways there. It's a studio. She was laughing. Then she was like, she had another video where she's like, I love grocery stores. I'm just in a grocery store. I go, girl, me too. I love going to grocery stores across the country. Because right, I go, me too. We're laughing. So two funny videos. Yeah, she was having a good time. So just if you would check out Michelle Stafford's IG, it's hilarious. And also check out skinnation.com. Great products. We use them. They're good. I've been there since the very beginning, 10 years ago when she started. That is her product. She does, if you follow Skin Nation Beauty or even follow her page, she does live videos with her products all the time. I've been in a few of them. She does Skin Nation Sundays. She does some stuff on Mondays. So I want to promote my girl because she does have some really good. They're really good products in there, not animal tested, and they're just great. And the packaging is now green packaging, biodegradable stuff. So I just want to support my girl. That's why she supports me, so I want to support her. So check her stuff. Check her stuff out. Her coconut oil stuff. My girl Marissa Serafini loves it still. She loves it. Uses it all the time for her hair. Let me get that out there. But she has some. The girls are putting out some funny videos out now. So yeah. So if you're not following your favorite stars, why not follow them? They have some. They're having, especially the ones that whine out. They're having a good time. They're having some fun now. I don't know if the PR just said get out there and make some fun, but they're having a good time, and they really are friends in real life. A lot of them are. They're really your friends in real life. And on a side note, I have to mention because one of Michelle Stafford's best friends is Finola Hughes in real life, and Finola just celebrated 40 years as Anna Devane. Isn't that crazy? 40 years, and I just posted my picture with her, and they're like, "Oh my god, I said, I know her, I met her. She's great." So I just wanted to say that's one of her best friends in real life. And also, actually, folks, cricket is one of her best friends in real life too. So, which is hilarious, right? Which is like they're really good friends in real life. So that's what's crazy. Also, you're like, wait a minute, Phyllis and cricket are friends in real life. So you're seeing them together in public. It's like it's for real. They actually are really good friends. So I want to make sure I say that there. And I just can't believe future people are watching us this morning because I was watching a competitor of ours about an hour ago, and they only had 12 viewers. We appreciate all 52 of you guys.
Make sure and hit that like button, please.
Yes. and subscribe if you're
And
not subscribed already.
subscribe. And
I'm
then
almost at
comment.
6,000. I'm at 5,090. I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. So just keep it doing. Keep doing it. Come on, folks. Keep subscribing. Where the heck is Mariah and Tessa? There's no Taraya, folks. I have no idea, kids. I have no idea.
They'll come back when Ian returns.
Right, that's what I think. Right, sorry.
It'll be a good.
Oh yes, and you guys, I know there's a rumor that a guy who played Noah is somewhere else right now. I know there's soap right now, so he will not be back as Noah.
He's on another soap.
Mm-hmm. Possibly playing a recasted character. He posted a script in a couch that looks very familiar to me. So I can't say anything because I don't know if it's true or not. There's no announcement made.
So you can neither confirm nor deny.
Exactly. But it might be a very popular General Hospital role he's playing.
Holy cannoli. Oh.
Cannoli. Speaking of cannolis, I went to for the first time last night.
At the front door. Do you have a cannoli?
So last night, my boy Flo Boyce and I were hanging out. I finally went to Italy for the first time. Oh, that's okay. Can I show it? Oh my God, I'm gonna do this.
Oh my God, you're like the invisible man. What is happening?
Folks, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, folks, because I want to show it to you guys. Can you see my messy background? Oh, okay, Candace just told me something. Okay. So Candace is watching. She didn't say that. She just told me something. So I went to Italy for the first time, which I've never been in Italy or Italy, how do you call it?
Into the one in Vegas.
So I went to the one in Century City Mall, and there's some great pastries. And one was a cannoli, and I ate it. But I have a Nutella cookie, and an apricot scone thing.
Oh my God, it looks so good. Give me some right now.
Here you go. Here, take it, girl.
I need it with my coffee.
Take it. I know, but that's why I had one with my coffee. Yes, but there's an Italy in Chicago and all the places, but I never been to one. It was really cool. I got some really cool pasta. I was there, so I just want you guys to know. But I was at Century. That was at the Westfield Mall. I'm at the mall. Just got here, but so Candace says that Rory, who I love, who played Noah, auditioned for 2 roles at General Hospital.
Nice.
Recasted roles. So
nice.
We'll see, kids. That's it, kids. We're gonna hold on because I already come on in 15 minutes I want to talk about bold. So, kids, yes. We love you guys. Follow us. We will not be here next week. It's Easter. I'm taking it off. Plus, everybody, soon I'll be posting. We have a new dog in the family. I haven't even told Tami this yet.
Oh.
My brother and my mother got a dog yesterday. Her name is Amelia, and she's 3 years old. I'll be posting that this week. So stay tuned. We get to meet her next week. She's being chipped and everything this week, chipped and shotted and all that stuff. So we'll pick her up next weekend, and so I hope to get to meet Miss Amelia. So my mother seems very happy again, like she's getting very happy. So, but we'll be back the following week, and then there's my birthday month, folks. We have a lot of fun, but we'll see you guys next time.
Yay!